live death every day.
Art Thibert's Oodles of Doodles and Other Stuff Too is a 60-page, 9 by 12 hardbound book that will be printed on thick glossy stock paper and is a compilation of artwork from award-winning artist, Art Thibert. This book is filled with images that come from Art's Marvel, DC, Image and Comicsgate work. That includes convention doodles, commissions, creator-owned IPs and pop culture subjects that Art has brought to life with his masterful draftsmanship. Art Thibert's signature style is both lyrical and meticulously realized. The mastery of craft, seen in his work, owes itself to his 40 years in the comic industry, as well as viewing life through his own love of the art form itself. Fans of art prints have the opportunity to back one or both of the mini print tiers. Both are stunning collections of work that you can back individually, or together as a bundle. Art Thibert's Oodles of Doodles and Other Stuff Too. Back it now, on Indiegogo.
When footsteps fall in eldritch hollows, and spectres flee into the shadows, that is the time when horror's heroes abound, culling the ghouls that go bump in the night.
What is up, all of you fine people? We are coming to you live once again from the heart of Lovecraft Country in the birthplace of American religious liberty. My name is SHANTH ENJETI, and you're watching SHANTH ENJETI Art. I am thrilled to be here with you guys. I am so excited. I am so excited right now. And the reason I'm excited is because I have a campaign live. And it is the most amazing feeling to be able to say to people, many of you in the chat have already done so, you can back this book. It's available. Here is your second chance campaign for Nosfero the Crypt Walker. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's, I don't know, it's just really exciting to have already gone to press with this book before, have all of that stuff ready, and just be working on bonus features and kind of just working on stories and fueling up for the next things I want to do, and also just making sure that I create enough cool stuff for this campaign. So I'm just having a blast, guys, and so much cool stuff to talk to you about. But first, let me see who's here in the chat, and we will go from there. So let me go all the way. I gotta go back to the beginning. As Inigo Montoya said in The Princess Bride. We've got Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 up in this place, and we have also got Gen X Catholic saying Pie Man Raid. All praise to the Pie Man. Hail. Let's see here. We've got Awesome One here saying, dude, you would stream just as I was about to take a nap. I know, man. I'm sorry. We have got OG Original. That's Master Dan. You are not admonished. You are never admonished here. Only loved. That is how it works. Let's see who else we've got here in the chat. We've got Mark's Music Obsession quickly becoming OG here. And it's great to see you, man. And thank you for your support on the most recent campaign, man. You went all in, and I'm excited. I cannot wait to go all in, getting all of your stuff ready for you to receive. But it's crazy. Well, we'll get to that. I'm going to try not to get sidetracked. We have got, of course, the Alpha, the Omega, the #1 channel member in the house, Stephen Rockwood Drawing. And for all of you channel members, I want to make sure I say this. It takes you so long to figure out certain aspects of YouTube if you're me. And it took me a long time to kind of get the balance of things, but I found the little thing I can click on so that when I'm grabbing names for the credits, which is diabolically long now, thanks to our main man Arcana Spam, Pranvat Gulati, who donated 100 memberships last stream, which was insane. And God bless him. But it was crazy that you can go in and you can arrange the names in terms of who has been a channel member the longest. So not who has been a channel member most recently, but who's put the most time in. So there's kind of like a seniority thing in the credits list now, which is really cool. So you can actually see people climbing up that list and things like that. I just think it's a more fun thing to do with the credits. Hopefully you guys do too. Let's see who else we've got in here. We've got, of course, Past Master Dan. We've got Holy Hand Grenades. It's great to see you, Holy Hand Grenades. How are you doing, my friend? We have got channel member Emo Trash. It is great to see you, Emo Trash. Let me see if I've missed a few other. Why do I have this behind here? I'm like trying to look around this layer. We've got my man Diesel is here. Speaking of OG, Sundays are meant for Shanth and oldies music. Amen. And weirdly, I was just having a conversation about oldies music not long ago and just how, the classics stay classics. We've got Bretsky, the great channel member, and another one of those old OG folks here in the house. Let me move this. Gotta find a way to move this dang thing over so I can get there. We've got 33 people watching, my favorite number in the whole world. Let's see here. Let me just make sure. I've got my man Timmy Mello is here. Welcome, Timmy Mello. It is great to see you, brother. You always put a smile on my face. I got diabolically long. I got a diabolically long blank. I think what he means is stretched limousine. Diesel, thank you for being your spaceman channel member and rockstar. Hi, Shanth. I'm finally close to on time. Just finished cooking a late Sunday breakfast. Well, excellent. I hope it was a wonderful breakfast, and if you're eating it, I hope this adds to your enjoyment, my friend. Let's see who else we got here. All right, everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. It's great to see you guys. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about and a couple of things I'm excited about. First of all, this is going to be the piece. This is the cover to book 2, which I've been doing some layout stuff for the cover of that. But this is going to be the cover to book 2. And it's also going to be a print if you back the art edition plus print on the current campaign. And the link for the campaign is in the description. But here's the cool thing about this week, or here's one of the cool things about this week. So I was on, I think it was Shane's stream till, I don't know how late. I was there for maybe 5 or 6 hours on the Ballers Sideshow. Here's something I want to make sure I say. It's wonderful to go on other people's shows, and it's great to promote books and to sell books and all of that kind of thing. But for me, one of my favorite things about doing so is having a great time, laughing my head off. I just felt lighter after I got off that stream. It's a bunch of people cracking each other up, and I'm really grateful for that. So I want to thank Shane for the invite, because it's always nice to go somewhere and just kind of have, have a laugh. And it's, you guys know, it's like my kids are off at college, and, and being a parent and doing work and sitting at the desk all day. It is so important, man. It's so important to do. It's just to go have fun with people. Ooh, had bacons, and that's my classic breakfast. My classic breakfast. I love, the American breakfast. My life revolves around the instance of seeing 33. Even my phone is at 33%. I'm telling you, man, it starts to creep you out, but it's one of my favorite numbers. All right, so we got Timmy Mello in here. You know it, guys. Yeah, it's the best. It's 100% the best. Because when I was traveling, I was in hotels, and I never miss a chance to get breakfast anytime. And that's why the Waffle Lodge Diner and sort of is an important thing. When I was dropping my son off at college, there was a Waffle Lodge, a Waffle House on the main drag there, and it instantly brought back memories, because breakfast anytime is the way to go. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. But I was on Shane's stream, and someone in the chat said at one point, they said, look, I love hearing about the artwork. I love seeing the detail. But if you're not an art connoisseur, right, you want to know more about the story. And it was one of those things to where I've been running like a chicken with my head cut off ever since I came in here and launched the first Nosfero campaign. And it was just one of those offhanded remarks somebody makes that gets your wheels turning and you go, that's what I really need to do. I haven't done that yet. Really just done some videos. So I'm sure some of you guys have caught it. If you haven't, do check it out. But I did a 3-minute video that's going to be the first part of a series that is, Nosfero inside the story. And speaking of people who are a huge part of my story on this channel, and of course, Nosfero and support, it's Cranberry Langers. Welcome, Cranberry Langers. OG, it is great to see you in the house, my friend. Always makes me happy to see you guys in here. It's coming into Comicsgate and doing these books has been, I can't even put it into words. It's been just an incredible experience, and I don't mean an incredible experience in terms of, oh, because I get this or that or the other thing. Well, in a sense, maybe. I have the freedom to make work and put things out there to people without anybody getting in between it, and that is what's so great, man. Yeah, oh, Michael. Michael's a man after my own heart. Michael Deitches says, Waffle House, late on weekends, features drunken fistfights in the parking lot. Sometimes indoors, too. You know what I mean. But I gotta tell you, there's something about that old school sausage links, eggs, sometimes bacon, and some white bread toasted, man, and I'm down. I'm that kind of guy, man. I totally love breakfast anytime. But so I sat down and I went, okay, I've been watching a lot of different YouTube channels. And when I say I've been watching a lot of different YouTube channels, what I mean by that is I've been looking at channels where people do just exceptionally professional and amazing looking work. And there's some folks who are doing that, I think, in Comicscape, but I think there's also just so many folks, whether it's the Grim Life Collective or Townsend's or lately the Y-Files, where I'm just blown away at their quality of what they do. And I just love that stuff. So I've been really saying, I'm going to step up my game. I want to step up my game. And you guys make it all possible. I, of course, watched the 3-minute video today. I know you did, Mark. I didn't even doubt it for a second, man. I didn't even doubt it for a second. But we do these late night streams. Like, there's things that every channel does that it does, the successful channel anyway is going to do well that other channels maybe don't do as well, or, that's their specialty. So I love the late night streams. I love hanging out with you guys. I love the live streams, but I just think if someone's trying to get a quick, primer on Nosfero and understanding what I'm doing here, then I've got to make that something. I've got to make that a priority. So I did 1,000 takes. You can tell from the cuts in the video, but I did 1,000 takes, often going, "What the heck did I even say there?" It's hilarious. And then I boiled that down to 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and that's even including the trailer for the comic playing at the start, so that I could get that story broken down really quickly. Who is Nosfero? What is his story? And how can we or how can I get that across to people and let them know what it's about, because it's new. It's a new comic. Yeah. Oh, late night. Yeah, late night post drinks waffles is the best. Yes, it is. Yeah, the two things we would do round our way when I was um growing up were late night going to Waffle House and late night going to Crystal to get burgers. And yeah, we were clearly on a healthy track. Everybody's saying hello to everybody in the chat, and there's a lot of people, so take a look, man. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I mean, I love all of this stuff. I love catching late night streams. I mean, all of it is a blast to get to do. I'm gonna move this down. I just realized, there we go. I can put that right in the dead center. So working on this stuff, actually, probably because it's an art stream, I keep forgetting. I should probably lower that. But so yeah, so that was a big thing that happened. I was watching the Y-Files and I was thinking about all this stuff, and I went, I've got to start doing some videos that are pre-recorded that tell you about this world and get you guys information about everything that's coming up if you're new to the channel. If you're coming here and you're going, oh, wow, because we got a lot of new people coming to this channel. And that's the thing that kind of speaks to the other thing that I had fun working on that's been kind of playing before my streams now for a while. It's kind of become a regular thing. But I was chilling out and looking at a bunch of cool stuff, watching horror movies. Let me zoom in so you guys can get a really good bird's eye view of this thing here. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is crazy. The amount of control I have over this camera. Um, but I basically sat down and I recorded my best Vincent Price voice that I could do, and talking about this concept that is what my interest is, painting horror's heroes, but also just the heroes of horror, and making really interesting characters and stories, which is basically what I want to do when I tell stories. And I guess it was because I was thinking about the Haunted Mansion, and I was thinking about how all that stuff is tied to EC Comics, and that's tied to things like the Haunting, the House on Haunting, or the Haunting of Hill House, or the Haunting, I think it was the original movie by Robert Weiss or Wise, and I said, I want to do, I want to do a little thing like that to get people excited about watching the channel, about all of the cool stuff we do here. So I don't know, man. I've been very, like, it's very strange to me, but I do my best when there's work to be done. And when I'm focused on getting the channel going, and when I'm focused on a book and promoting a book, that's when I'm the happiest, because it's all to get the stuff out there. And that's what it's about. And I'm writing, and I'm just lots of cool stuff going on. And then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about, let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me get this right here. Hang on a second. Add broadcast. I think a good way to trim down is to imagine you're in an elevator. They're getting off at the next. Yes, that's exactly right. What is your book? You're totally right. Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, that elevator pitch is 100% the way you go, man. That's how we do it. Let's see here. My cleaning gene is, mine is too. My cleaning gene is kicking in too, big time. So let me see. I'm new, says Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. You are valued. But I would say this, I think you're getting to be OG. I think you're getting to be OG. But yeah, so that was a big part of it. The other part of it is that when I'm sitting here and I've been working, I was looking at the wall color that's behind me the other day, and I thought, let me see if I can make this a little. Does it work? Which way does it go? That's better. I guess it's this way that's better. I was looking at the wall behind me when I stream, and the thing I kept coming back to was when I'm streaming, the wall behind me is this sort of light beige color. And I have all of these prints. I don't know if you guys can see them of the Universal monster movies. And I go, I should put those behind me so they're a little bit of a darker value. And if you look, you can see I've got, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy, all of this different stuff here. And I thought, wow, I should have that stuff up behind me because it just, completes the picture for me. And so that was kind of a fun aspect of it. But yeah, guys, Nosfero, the Crypt Walker, has passed $6,000. I don't know where it is, actually. I didn't look at it. I looked at it this morning, but I think it's in the same place. Let me just double check. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, no, it's not. Comicsgate, man. You people are bonkers. And by I say you people advisedly, as Ethan has often said, okay? That was not meant to be offensive. So why don't you guys just, not be so sensitive, you people? All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here's the computer. Guys, this is the campaign. I just looked. We just got 88 backers. Holy hand grenades, as one might say. $6,901. We are $99 away from cracking 7,000. You guys are amazing. You mean us people. That's actually true. Here's the problem with it all. Woot woot, says Bloody Drake. Yes, indeed, sir, and it's great to have you here. Hail, my friend, and hail, Paulus Arts channel member. It's great to see you. Nintendo Ginger saying hail to you, my friend. It is great to see you guys. $6,901. You guys are amazing, man. I'm loving all this stuff, guys. Thank you, Cranberry Langers. Let me see here. It wouldn't be a stream without the diaphanous gown. Thumbs high, indeed, indeed. Yeah, guys. Wow. I don't know what to say. How do I put this? People think that, those people. Those people. People think if you're enthusiastic, if you're excited about things, like when Ethan sent me Denny's, you got to imagine he was looking at it here going, Shanth ain't that country that he's that excited about Denny's. I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell him about that, but yes, I am. I'm the same way when I get a really good fountain Coca-Cola. The little things are everything. Or when there's a new Blu-ray remaster of a movie I'm fanatical about. You know what I mean? That's the thing that gets me excited, just like painting, just like pulp, just like comics, just like getting the complete Solomon Kane here. If I can show this, let me get this on camera here. Let's go back to camera. The complete Solomon Kane with this beautiful cover by Gary Gianni, incredible artwork on the inside by Gary Gianni. That's the stuff that excites me. That's the stuff that thrills me. Things like this excite me, you know, the important things. So when I see people backing Nosfero the Crypt Walker, the Second Chance campaign, whether it's the art edition or the oxidized edition, which is going to be the exact same story as book one with different bonus features and different stuff on either side and some different, slightly different treatments to the cover. Because I want every book I ever publish, even if they're second editions, I want them to be different. I want them to be new and something that's exciting for people to get. So it's not like, oh, here's the same thing I had before. They're like the oxidized edition is going to have in it a painting of Lascivia that was in the John Malin Visions book. So that's going to be included. And actually, hang on a second, guys. Yeah, wow, got a pocket Declaration of Independence and Bill of Rights. Nice. Yeah, you got to have the Constitution and that on you. And Random McGranderson, channel member and Rockstar. The best thing about receiving a gift is receiving a gift. If you don't like the restaurant or the brand, it's your problem. 100%. Be grateful. It will make your life better. Yes, be grateful. I mean, yeah, oh no, Cranberry Lanterns, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Dude, I'm doing that with all the time. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can grab this thing. That sounded terrible. I'll be right back. Where is it? Oh, wow, that was quicker than I thought it was going to be. Who would have thought that I would find something in this insane office? This painting right here, done for the John Malin's Vision campaign, which some of you guys may know well. This painting is going to be in the oxidized edition of Nosfero the Cryptwalker. So if you back it the second time, you're going, and this is one of the most insanely detailed. This is a big breakthrough painting for me, actually. But this painting is going to be in that book. It was not in the first printing of the book because it hadn't been published yet in Visions. And I didn't want to, you know, put something into my book that John had not had a chance yet to publish. So this was kind of a turning point for me in terms of my work and figuring out what the aesthetic I was going to do was going to look like. And just really crazy detail in that stonework and in the marble. That's the stuff that I'm really excited about. And the stuff I really enjoy doing is that kind of just full on, you know, pulp artwork. So yeah, that's going to be a big part of the things. Like, that's what I want to include. I want there to be stuff in the oxidized edition that is new to that edition of the book. You know, that's new so that people can check this stuff out. Oh, thank you, Spaceman. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Mark. I really do appreciate that. It was such a thank you guys. You guys are awesome. It's great to see. What's up, Captain Bipto? How are you doing? It's great to have you here, man. Um, that was, how do I word it? I am so grateful to John for the opportunity to be in that book and keep getting my work out there. That's, guys, um, let me also say this because it was something, again, I've been thinking about. I posted a comment on one of the Y-Files video where he had just sort of been taken to the woodshed by some trolls and was feeling kind of down and whatever. And I just said, look, man, I don't know if what you're doing is, you know, because he said, I don't know if it's good for the world or, you know, like, am I helping or am I putting positivity out there? I don't even know. And I just left a comment and I said, hey, man, listen, I don't know. That's all too big. That's above my pay grade. But I was like, I'm doing a painting at 2 o'clock in the morning. You have no idea who I am, but listening to the Y-Files and just having a good time with it is helping to make some artwork get done. And I bet you didn't even know that you were doing that. So thank you for your work. You know what I mean? Like those things, man. Put that stuff out there. It's important. Ah, the mist, stonework on the floor, the beastie. Yeah, I had so much fun with that. Ooh, will there be dialogue with it? Gorgeous pillars and snake. Yeah, there's no dialogue on that, just a print, or just a 2-page spread inside of the book, and then maybe a little bit of like behind the scenes stuff. Like, oh guys, I'm so excited about those books. I've got several InDesign files that I'm building right now for both books, but the color of the painting in the pages has already been remastered to perfection. So that's the cool thing about it. I've already done it once. So now it's about getting the bonus features color corrected and the new type and everything like that where I want it to be. Let's see here. Mark's Music Obsession says, I'm getting a print of your work from Bancroft. That's right, with the Lucent set, which I'm also happy about. I am so happy about that. So, if I haven't said this enough, Mike was, Mike, and I should say include Mel in this too, he was the guy who launched the first Nosfero book on his channel. We barely knew each other, and just a terrific guy, and been a really big supporter. um you know it was very cool, and that painting I did for him, I much like the one I'm working on for Eric, I just poured everything into it. And because I think it's important that there are different kinds of books, and there's interesting, not important, I mean, because I don't want to turn it into like it's not about, it's about making cool stuff, it's about the rule of cool. But I'm excited when I see people doing, horror books and doing, all kinds of different, things in, Comicsgate and in the indie space. And I really want us to just keep, doing cool stuff. I guess that's the simplest way I could put it. It's about doing really cool stuff and inspiring people. And to me, the kind of gothic horror aesthetic, and then the, what I call it is, which is a gothic pulp adventure story. That's what I want to create, and I get to do that here. And you guys make it possible. Every time I get a new backer on that campaign, it makes it more probable, not even more probable. It makes it possible for me to keep doing the things that I do. And it's also like a shot in the arm too. Do you know what I mean? You just go, okay, cool, because being an illustrator and being an artist, I know a lot of you guys have run your own businesses and worked independently, and some of you guys have even worked as illustrators. We tend to work in isolation, and not because it's a terrible thing. A lot of us are introverts, but we kind of it's tough. It can be a little bit of a lonely experience in terms of the creative process. And what makes what we're doing here so incredible is that we have this immediate reaction from you guys. When you guys back the book, it's an immediate reaction. We feel as though our work is being received. When you guys show up, when you guys become channel members, that stuff is amazing. That stuff is amazing. All I'm thinking is, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbits. Oh my god, you're killing me. Kill the Shanth is what's happening now, man. Wow at Mark. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, so much coming at once, Cranberry. Gotta figure out a display case. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, books, books, books. Yeah, I'm getting a print of your work. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yep. And Gen X Catholic saying, really happy to have been able to finally pull the trigger today. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, my friend. On the Crypt treasure trove. So that's who the suspect is. Gen X Catholic. Thank you so much, brother, with the first Nosfero campaign. Oh my gosh. What is this? An intervention? Gen X Catholic is I feel like I'm about to quote Jack Burton. Is this gonna get ugly? Because I thought what we were here, racial differences notwithstanding, were just two fellow Americans. Gen X Catholic, with the first campaign, you earned my loyal support, and today was my way of thanking you. Well, God bless you and thank you, Gen X Catholic. I don't even know how to. I think it was Nietzsche who said, thank you, sir. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for having my back. Mike likes tacos. Allergic reaction. What the heck did I just miss? Are you okay? Oh, no, my allergic reaction to compliments. No. I'm dying. Thank you. You guys get me. Yeah, how dare you call me out on my introverted tendencies? I feel isolated and alone. It's all in the reflexes. This is Gen X Catholic. You know, that is one of the greatest scenes ever. That movie has several great scenes in it. You know what I mean? Here's to America's colors, the colors that never run. Oh man, that was a great. Here's to the Army and the Navy and the battles they have won. Freaking beautiful, man. I love that movie. Is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's really, really good. Everybody saying hello, hello. I thought it was my internet, not huh? Oh, is it lagging, guys? Let me see what I have. Do I have my Wi-Fi on my phone? I might have my Wi-Fi on. Hang on a second. It could also be any number of things going on. You never know. No, my Wi-Fi's off on my phone. Let me see here. So maybe it was me. Maybe I'm lagging. Laugh out loud as Shanth talks about introverts. Somebody's watching me. Song starts playing. Oh my god, jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kant is a fave. There you go. There you go. Look at all this. Oh my gosh, did I just get a super chat from Mark's Music Obsession? Holy cow, $4.99. Mark's Music Obsession saying super chat $4.99 from Mark. I want the painted sketch using the creature from the Black Lagoon monster, but my wallet needs to recover recovery time from the Crypt treasure trove. Mark, when your wallet recovers, I will be all too happy to give you a rocking painting of the creature from the Black Lagoon. I love Millicent Patrick's beautiful design. When she designed that character, something a lot of people, here's a tangent for you guys, something a lot of people don't know. And did I say hi to Julie Pascal yet? Hail, Julie. It is great to see you, my friend. Um, One of the things that was impressive about it is that the writer of the script for Creature from the Black Lagoon said that they wanted the creature to have um, a face and then fins and gills that made it look like a knight of old. And I remember when I read that and I looked at the creature's design. You ever notice that the fish mouth, the way it comes up, is like one of those old medieval knight helmets? Look at the creature design. It almost looks like a jousting helmet, the way that the face is designed. I'm convinced that that was what Millicent Patrick was doing. She was crossing that with the organic aspect of the fish. Such a perfect design. I don't think there's a better monster design than that. I think the next great monster design after that was the monster from Alien, in H.R. Geiger's work. Just brilliant, you know? It's just crazy stuff, man. Okay, I'm so far behind. 3,000 years, you can't find... That's right. Come on, Dave. 3,000 years and you can't find a broad to fit the bill? Come on, you must be doing so. Yeah, come on, David. That's right. You must be doing something wrong. I love what he... There have been others, to be sure. Talk about an American actor who chews up the scenery. I'm forgetting the actor's name. Did he? I hope he didn't pass recently, but I feel like I've got I have a memory of it. But he did Poe's father in Kung Fu Panda. He was in about just a million movies if I start trying to think of them all. What an actor, and how great is he at chewing scenery? He was a young man under all that makeup. It's unbelievable to me, but I love that. Yeah, explains why I like the creature's design so much. Yep, I believe her avoiding responsibility is what keeps you young. There you go. I have too much, don't need more. Yep, that's totally how it works. Let me see here. I'm missing stuff. Okay, I think we've got everything. All right, cool. Just making sure I'm caught up. So yeah, so Big Trouble in Little China and many John Carpenter movies are you almost can't believe that much great work came out of one person and so many individuals during that time. There was just this energy that I think you're seeing happen in Comicsgate right now, where I don't know, I just have a very good vibe about it. I talked to Eric Weathers about it the day of the launch, and I was like, I don't know, I just feel like there's this energy here right now that I don't remember seeing since about 2018. There's just people who are kind of catching up and are new to what we're doing here, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I introduced people to Nosfero the character, because you guys were in many cases and in most cases, the OG, you guys were here when I was writing the thing. You guys were here when I was creating it, you know? Oh, Prince of Darkness is slept on, unfortunately, a Carpenter gem. How wild is that, you know, Big Trouble in Little China was, you know, is a, what's it called? A cult classic and wasn't a huge success. That movie's incredible, you know? I haven't watched Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, really? Oh, dude, it's great. It's a great movie. James Hong, thank you, is one of the best. Yes, he is. Yeah, James Hong is the actor. Yeah, James Hong, I think I watched a film on him being honored. I think it was at some film festival or something like that recently. And everybody was asking him to do Lopan, which was amazing that that character still fights its way. Because he said usually he gets asked by kids, you know, to do Poe's father, who I forget what the character's name is, who runs the noodle place, because it's so iconic to a young generation. But yeah, blasphemy, Cran! You fix that now and watch They Live if you haven't too. They Live is awesome. They Live is awesome, very prescient, and yet another John Carpenter film where Keith David just chews up the scenery. Keith David is good in everything. I mean, what an actor. I mean, in Men at Work, even, his comedy role there was great. But in The Thing and They Live, what an awesome actor. There's nothing that dude can't do. He could read the phone book and it would be incredible. You know what I mean? Just incredible. Hey, Simply Green, and indeed, I should say, hey, channel member Simply Green, where are you? There you are, my friend. Yeah, I got to salute you as a channel member. I keep forgetting. Yeah, only a cult classic because HBO played it every damn day in the 80s, says Captain Pipto. I believe it, man. Ping, yes, he played Ping in Kung Fu Panda. Thank you. And just had, um, I don't know how to describe it, a really great voice. You know, a really great presence there. He can do the goofy father. He can do the villain. He could do, you know, the elder statesman, and he could do, you know, the young idealist. He had just an incredible um, range as an actor. You know, funny enough, I would say it wouldn't be too much to say that he's got that kind of gravitas and ability to play characters that Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee had during the Hammer horror days. I mean, those actors are a special breed. They have long careers and they leave their mark, even if they're not seen as stars per se. Yep, he played the gardener in Chinatown, the bad guy in Big Trouble Lopan. You're right. An outstanding actor, an outstanding force. Yeah. Jing Dai? Who? This guy? That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's like, Jing Dai, who? This guy? No, Mr. Barton, my demon. Yeah, it was great. I also love the part where he picks up the phone. He's like, what is this? Friends of yours? Now this really pisses me off to no end. I think that was what he was asked to say. Close enough, I guess. Yeah, you guys are getting it done, man. So yeah, I mean, things are rocking and rolling on Nosfero, the Crypt Walker. Thank you again, Gen X Catholic, for your outstanding support on this. Yeah, there's a lot of elements of this story, and it kind of amazes me that are things that have been, you know, canceled and have been deemed unacceptable even in quote indie comics, which is to say old school indie comics or the industry of indie comics, and in the mainstream. And one of those things, of course, is sexiness. That is something I made sure to have in here. But then what's a little bit even more alarming to me in some ways, you know, and by the way, strong male characters, a positive father figure in this story, which I talk a little bit about in the story, in the, you know, inside the story video I put up yesterday. Um, but the other thing is the faith element of it, which is I'm reading Solomon Kane, and when I look at the story of Judah Ben-Hur in that incredible movie based on the book Ben-Hur, A Story of Christ, when I'm reading Solomon Kane, it's outstanding. And then, of course, H.P. Lovecraft was the target of one of the earliest pop culture, which is to say science fiction witch hunts, to take an award that was called the Howie, that the I forget what it is, the you guys know what the acronym stands for, but for the science fiction book award, and have them no longer give out something in H.P. Lovecraft's likeness, because the awards started in Providence, Rhode Island. They started in my state. And they just erased H.P. Lovecraft and turned it into some abstract thing. And I'm like going, all of these people, regardless of whether you like his view or his views, H.P. Lovecraft had a lot of stuff going on, man. He had a lot of problems. Some of them were mental health related. So even outside of his racism and stuff like that, but he was a tortured soul and he was a genius. And it's his genius that people need to acknowledge. And by the way, that other aspect of it plays into his genius. And it just drove me nuts that they changed that award. So yeah, so I'm like, I refuse. I refuse to not do that. Hong is 95 years young. Wow. Wow. You want to talk about a career? Yeah. Oh, gotta go. Take care, Emo. Take care. Yeah. It's I'm telling you guys, there's so many things that this book is addressing. And I've got even end with a quote by Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand is another person that's like, persona non grata in intellectual circles, probably because if more people read Ayn Rand's work, they wouldn't be able to get away with stuff. She's got their number. So, yeah, for me, Nosfero is a chance to kind of, I'm not doing it because they don't like these things. I'm doing it because I like these things, and I haven't been allowed to do this stuff in those spaces. It starts off when you go to college, right? And you go to do an illustration, and for those of you guys who haven't had the distinct pleasure, sorry, I got to move my bag here. You do an illustration or you create some artwork of a woman in an illustration, and they say, born in 1929, my stars and garters, man. Wow. But they start out by saying something, um, and they say, so you're going to illustrate a female character. You need to do it in a way that's, but are you illustrating her in the right way? Is it done in a way that's this and that? And you start going, how about this? Is the anatomy correct? Does it work with the illustration? That's not exploiting and not this and not that. So then the critique turns to, well, I'd like to hear the women in the classroom. What do you think about the way he draws female figures? Is he allowed to do it this way? What? I look back on that stuff and I'm like, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. You can critique a work without politicizing it, man. Still never seen one decent Lovecraft movie. It's tough, man. I had fun with the movie Dagon that was like an adaptation of The Shadow over Innsmouth with, some pretty big changes. It was pretty cool. Imagine being disgraced like that because your cat's name was a little rude. Yeah. It's not like it was secret either. It's just weird. In order to condemn the past, we must owe nothing to it, and we owe Thank you, Gen X Catholic. Let me read that again. Was very impressed with the reading. Forgot to finish it. In order to condemn the past, we must owe nothing to it, and we owe a lot to Lovecraft. We certainly do. We certainly do. How many creators, how many artists, oh, you're going to love that. Yeah, I want to see the Franken gorilla from the art book you showed in the stream the other night, Shanth. I can't wait to get those art books. Yeah, that's one of my best paintings ever. Yeah, and it's like yeah, like how dare you treat the opposite sex like a piece of meat, you sexist pig. You're totally right, Captain Bipto. That's what it is. It's like, wait, aren't you the one who's yeah? You are free until you run into the fences. Then you realize just how little freedom you have. Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, the right way. From what I've seen, women like to see attractive-looking women. Men can be portrayed in any manner. Yes, and by the way, as the shirtless scene of Hugh Jackman in the new Deadpool movie shows, we have no problem with it going in the other direction. By the way, guys have no problem with that. We're not like, oh, I can't stand it. That's an unrealistic portrayal of how old is Hugh Jackman? I don't even want to look it up, you know? But yeah, it's like, why is that the case? I did like a couple of the modern black and white ones, low budget, but true to the source. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Carpenter's Mouth of Madness film was a nice, oh, should we just jump Lovecraft homage? Yeah, and I'd say The Thing is pretty close. Like, The Thing is probably one of the best pseudo Lovecraft adaptations of all time, and so is Alien, actually. Alien is a really great Lovecraft adaptation, unofficial Lovecraft adaptation. That's a good point, guys. Yeah. Julie Pascal, some women seem to want women in art or media to be homely and then act like they speak for all women. Well, sure, but here's the craziest part of it. Um, I remember when I was growing up, there was this guy around the corner who was this handsome dude, I'm guessing by the lady's definition, who every time they saw him with a date with a woman, she was, shall we say, a little heavier. And the women who I was with, who were older, I was a kid, it was like my aunt and, some of her friends, were like, what is the deal with this guy? Like, what's wrong with him? And I remember at that age, I interrupted and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Let the guy like what he likes. What's it to you that he likes this? Guys have a lot more diversity in taste, I think, than most people think. And it was really weird to me that they had a problem with this guy. I was like, leave him alone. Like, what's your problem? But yeah, I don't get that at all. Guys like what they like, and they love usually something that's like my wife, which is very particular and specific, and you just can't put it into words. It's like, have some faith in humanity, people. First-hand reference used to first-hand reference used to be a key in art classes. Thankfully, was never fed that second-hand tripe. Yes, absolutely. And yes, thank you, Past Master Dan, for sharing those. The Cryptwalker t-shirts are available. And guys, the campaign for the second chance and the art-only edition, so just the pure, unadulterated art, is available as a second chance. And for the $20 to $25, plus shipping, obviously, on top of that, but is the Nosfero the Cryptwalker second chance. You can get beautifully printed on heavy stock paper the beautiful intro story to this character. And I really love that story. Talking about inside the story, I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this sooner? Yeah, oh. Hugh Jackman is 55. Mm-mm-mm. If you like Dagon, I think you saw Lair of the White Worm. Yes. Yep. Let me see. Jackman is 50. My God. Katie, it's good to see you. Where were you? I just saw you a second ago. There you are. Hey, all, says Katie. We say hello to you, Katie. Um, damn right. I saw a lair. Yeah, I saw a Lair of the White Worm. It had naked women in it. There you go. See? There you go. Gather round, children. That's right. A young Hugh Grant is that. Yeah, in that one. Yes, indeed. Wow, really? I don't remember that. Wow. My brain just did a time travel. Yep, men like different things. Amen. Amen, folks. Yeah, lots of men have different tastes. Exactly. That's right. Yep. Absolutely right. Did you finish the downstairs that quickly? Okay, we were clean. Were we cleaning or what were we doing? I've never made a homely MMORPG yeah, character avatar. Just saying. Yeah, and by the way, last time I checked, I don't know if any guys had trouble playing the character of Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. Weird. You ever feel like, for those of you folks who know what I'm talking about, who've been around, like myself, who survived, and lived in the late 70s and 80s and saw all this stuff, doesn't it just drive you up the wall to see people pretending to invent things that have already been invented and that we were cool with before? You know? I'm just like, what are you talking about? This stuff has existed for a while. We need to get back. Thank you for dropping the link in there, Past Master Dan. I appreciate it. Why not? You should only do ugly chicks. Yeah, I know. I've seen that happen in the classroom too. Why are you painting women for men to look at? It's like, what if she's painting the kind of women she's into? It's an art school. What's it got to do with you? Like, why do you get to decide what's morally right for other people to paint? That's the definition of totalitarianism, man. It's like craziness and anti-freedom. Yeah, women are beyond. Mike likes tacos. Behave. Yep, our passions define us. I mean, when I see somebody and they're like, I don't like to work in traditional, I go, that's okay. Like, I mean, sometimes it's weird. People talk to me and it's like they're asking me for my permission about it. I'm like going, you know, um, if you want to learn how to paint in traditional, it's worth learning. But I always taught my students when I was teaching college, I said, if someone asks you if you do traditional or digital, the answer is yes. You should all be able to do both traditional or digital, because I do think it's important, and why leave money on the table? Now, I don't like oil painting. I like when I see Anna oil painting. She's very good at it and she enjoys it, but I prefer gouache. Some people hate gouache, watercolor, and acrylic. They can't stand it, particularly a lot of oil painters. So we do what we do. We do what we're interested in. I don't want to have to run it through a committee. And I want to paint the stories I want to paint. I'm not painting the characters I do. Nosfero's faith is integral, like, to the story in a sense, because he's like Abraham Van Helsing, whose faith was integral to Dracula, and I'm hugely influenced. Hugely. You missed so bigly. Slip into a Trump there. Uh, I like I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's my favorite novel because it has romance, action, adventure. It's just a great book, and Van Helsing's character was very important to me, and the same reason why I like Blade and all of those movies. But I love the hammer horror, put a cross on the vampire's head and it burns them. Love that stuff, man. That's what makes it cool. Yeah, oil is finicky 100% past Master Dan. You're right. Yeah, paint by numbers are fun too, man. I can't do it because I can't stay inside the lines. This is easier to me. I'm not joking. Yep, pandered to and talked down to, says Cranberry Landers, 100%. Yep, there you go. Yeah, isn't that weird? It's only recently I've been forced to care. I wanted to play Vidya. There you go. They don't even. Yeah, that's true. Like, but that's their goal. They don't even know history. They're wrapped up in the little baby-proof schools. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Um, I hate answering those types of questions. What type for women? Yes, exactly. Anyone who asks seems to be waiting to pounce on the response. Yeah, like my wife and I were talking about this, and we've dated different kinds of people, and it was like, I think that I'm pretty sure that her high school boyfriend was Mexican. I think her boyfriend before that, when she was in either middle school or right before this dude, was a redhead, was a ginger. My high school girlfriend and prom date was Taiwanese. And, and I mean like recent immigrant from Taiwan. Like, she came to the country when she was 8. And I think her dad was out of Hong Kong. It's, it's crazy to me, man. It's the person. And yes, you have to be attracted to them. I told my kids that. You have got to be attracted to the person. There's no getting around it. But when I paint, I don't paint people who have my body type because I love you guys too much. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. You know? You deserve better. I mean, my long-suffering wife. Yes, yes, they do. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Russ says The Whisperer in Darkness. Yes, 2011 is a very good film rendition. Is it really? Yeah, that was a creepy book. Now that's a book that gets you. So I have kicking around here somewhere. Hang on a second. I love to just get up from my desk because it's very Mr. Rogers. It's a strange aspect to this life of mine. Here are two influences. Oh, hopefully I don't fall down. Here are two influences on Nosfero. The Hammer Glamour, the Hammer Beauties, and this is Madeline Smith. She's a big influence on Laurel. And Laurel's look, which you probably can see a little bit of it. Not totally, but a little bit. And this is one of my many complete H.P. Lovecraft hardcovers. So these are the things that I love to have kicking around. And H.P. Lovecraft is just like, I mean, come on, man. A pantheon of work. It's like a book you could use for self-defense. Yeah. But don't you dare make a mod that toggles that screen off. That's right. That's right. Katie, exactly, Mark. I don't have a type. I like people who make me. That's a big type, right? That's a big type. People who make you laugh. Yeah. Nexus mods are a bunch of zealots. There you go. Can't control what you're attracted to. Yep, it's instilled in you as you grow up. Yeah, and a lot of nature in that too as well. Shanth is a great leotard. Yeah, Shanth in a green leotard prancing about, lunging. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that. Captain Dadbod, trademark 2024. Yeah, hashtag living that life. Wow, all right. Yikes. Mike likes tacos. I have to try to figure out what I was showing when these things come up. Howdy. Cool. Past Master Dan, two big influences. There you go. We'll leave it there, kids. Dude, you crack me up, man. But I mean, don't you want to be living in a world of art and beauty? I mean, we got 90 people watching here, 41 likes, guys. If anybody in this chat is interested in supporting the stuff I do, the Second Chance campaign, and let me share it because I just realized I haven't shared it in a little bit. The Second Chance campaign for Nosfero the Crypt Walker is live right now. And you can get in on the ground floor on this book. There's two versions of it, okay? So the first version of the book, right there, $25. 33 of these have been claimed already. This is the book with the story. It's a second edition. It's going to have new artwork in it. One of the pieces of artwork in it I was showing earlier, and that piece of artwork was in the Visions book. It's a beautiful painting of Lascivia. It's pure pulp. The next thing that you can get in this book is if you're a connoisseur and you want to have just the artwork so that you can look at it without any type on it, this is the art edition. You're seeing it right there. And so again, just to make this a little easier, here's the oxidized edition, which is the second printing with type, and here's the art edition labeled as such right there. And so that's what the art edition's cover layout's going to be. That's the back cover, that's the front cover. And then here is what the interior is going to look like. Just the art, no text on it at all. But if you're new to this campaign, and if you want to buy that one and the other, the one with the text, here you go. And here is the text. Here's the story. That's in this edition, the oxidized edition. So that's where that is, or the second printing, it'll say. That's the $25. That's the cheapest book on the campaign. That's where it starts at. And these are, by the way, ultra high quality printed books. I have one right, here with me. I'll show it to you when we come back. But these are very, very high quality books. And they're 8.5 by 11 too. So they're not comic sized. They're pulp magazine sized. So like The Rocketeer, when that was collected finally, like The Shadow, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first trade paperbacks were 8.5 by 11, and the first comic book was. That's the scale we're talking about. So let's just go back right here. So there's the art edition. The art edition is a first printing, so all the art editions will be signed. These won't be signed, but they're going to have a new piece of artwork on the signatory page. So that's a big factor for it. Now, here's where we start to step up right here. So for $35, another $10, the artwork that I'm going to be painting, this is a sketch right here, for the signatory page of Nosfero the Crypt Walker, the second edition right here. You're going to get that as an 8.5 by 11 print. That's going to come with your book. So you will get a print. That print will be signed. So the book won't be signed, but the print will be signed. And the same thing is said here for the art edition, although the book will be signed and you will get a print of the first time it's ever going to be printed and the first time it's going to be available of the cover, which I'm working on right now on stream, of Nosfero, Death Will Die, the sequel to Nosfero the Crypt Walker that introduces you to the character. This is the jumping on point, and I wanted to make sure people had the opportunity to get the jumping on point before we went, and went into the second book, because all of these books are super rare because people, right when I wrapped up the campaign, a lot of people found out about it. So for those of you guys who are completists, you can get the art edition and the second edition together. 19 people have already grabbed these. So if you want to have the one to read and the one to thumb through and just look at the paintings, you're going to see more of the paintings because the text isn't going to be there. That's the way you go. Limited, 10 of these have been claimed. There's only 90 left. This is the first printing of Nosfero. These are all signed. So you will get, if you want to get a signed copy and you want to get the original, it's $75. For people who backed it on the first campaign, they got it for $25. All of these books I do, I print to order. I don't do a lot of extra printing. I plan for damaged copies. This had a print run of 800 copies. If Nosfero continues to grow and expand and get out there into the world, there are less than 800 copies of this because some were discarded because they were not they had a ding in them or something like that. And the art edition will probably, looking at things right now, have a smaller print run than that. I really hope a lot of people jump in on this campaign because just like with my second art book, Rigor Mortrex, it's the rarest book I have. I only have 10 copies left to sell, and those are on this campaign. It's done after this. So there are no more copies of that book. That book had only 200 copies printed. So just 200 copies of it existed at one point. And then you lose some because they're dinged or you don't want to send them out. That's the rarest book I've ever printed. Who knows? Some of these might be the rarest. So if you're the kind of person who wants a sketch and someone's already grabbed these all sold out last campaign. So these were gone. They're actually doing pretty well because I haven't been pushing them as hard. But if you want an original painting by myself with your book, you can get the art edition and an original painted head sketch. And these are on an 8.5 by 11 board. And that board has and they are painted within that, so it's not full bleed, but it's a big painting. It's a substantial painting, and these are the only original works I sell. So if you, in terms of, unless it's a commissioned cover or something, I'm going to sell Razor Fist's cover for Ghost of the Badlands soon. Or sorry, print I did for him. I did a poster design for him that was published in the book. So 385, do not miss this. Like, this is for what I do, and I say they're painted head sketches. That's what I mean by sketch. They're not sketches. They're beautiful little head portraits of monsters. This is the big one, and already 4 people. God, there's only 6 of these left, guys. These are going to be gone so fast. You get the Crypt Treasure Trove, which has Art Book 2. This is the last time you'll be able to get Art Book 2. Art Book 1, the first printing of Nosfero the Crypt Walker. The first printing of the art edition. And all of those 4 first printings will be signed and have inked head sketches in the book on the signatory page. So all of those. You get 4 head sketches. On top of that, you're also getting the second edition of the book in all the prints and trading cards from the previous campaign and this campaign. You get everything. This is your one it all, the Crypt Treasure Trove tier. You will be able to have that SHANTH ENJETI library of stuff and everything I've ever done under the SHANTH ENJETI art banner, all my independent published books. And you will have copies of a copy of the rarest book that I've ever done. So that is all of the stuff that's available. So you get a chance to get the story edition for $25 and the art edition for $33 because that's my favorite number. And they both have bonus features in the back. So they're not just 33 pages of story. They're 33 pages of story, sketches, like there's so much in these books. They are substantial. So thank you guys for your support and for backing all of this stuff. Let me see if I can go to the desktop now. There you go. And so here you can see the book. You can see the quality of, don't want to show too much. Don't want to show things I can't show on YouTube. And the quality of the printings, and you can see it. Hey, a Skeleton Core Comics. Skeleton Core Comics is here. It's so great. Oh, it's buffering. Sorry, guys. Sorry, it's buffering. It could just be, hail, Shanth. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Skeleton Core Comics, for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. Loved Color Out of Space. Yes, absolutely, too. It's a great Lovecraft movie. Yeah, I saw that. It looked really creepy. Yeah. People say that Nick Cage did a great job in that. There you go. Yep, Thulu got him. Oh, did the stream crash? Hopefully it didn't. I don't think we have anything streaming or anything like that. It could just be sometimes it happens. Sometimes it just happens. I think everything I have is off, but let's just see. Yes, indeed. Liberty, Liberty, awesome one is back. I hope you had a good nap, man. And there's the link to Nosfero Second Chance campaign. So yeah, guys, so this right here, what you're seeing right here, this right here is the print that you're going to be getting. Yep, you got your treasure trove in 10 seconds, dude. You were quick on the draw, man. Still excited. It's going to be beautiful, dude. When you get that, it's going to be so fun to pack that up. So this right here is where the painting you're going to get with the art edition print. This is the cover to Nosfero 2 Death, and I love saying Nosfero 2. There's my little... So one of my favorite movies that's the biggest influence on Nosfero and all the stuff I do is, of course, Nosferatu. How good of a likeness is that, by the way? So yeah, I love saying Nosfero 2 because it kind of, says it. But Death Will Die is going to be one of the coolest, epic adventure stories ever. It's got a great villain, because I like to introduce a new villain into every story I do. I kind of take a page out of, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's book on Spider-Man. It's like you do high plot, reasonable page count, high plot, and then a new hero that is going to be one of the coolest characters I ever introduce in any comic I've ever done. And that character's name is Bromstone, and he is, I don't even know how to describe him. Oh, it's a little bit choppy. Oh my gosh, did we get a new backer? Hang on a second, let me check. Let me see here. Let's go to computer screen. Let's look. What is happening here? Let me move this. Hopefully you guys can see this on frame. Let's refresh. Whoa! There we go, guys. We are only $46 away from 7K. My goodness. Look at this go. Wow. And look at that number. 33 claimed. Always puts a smile on my face. I don't know why. What's wrong with me, man? But I love that stuff. Thank you so much to whoever backed. If you're in the chat, do let us know. Do let us know that you've backed the book. So I'm trying to get to you guys here. Holy cow, look at that. We're just rocking and rolling along. Where is it? Who backed? Who backed? Who backed? A little bit choppy. Hopefully it's not too bad. Katie just backed the book. Oh, where are you, Katie? Did I miss you? Eric Huffle's in the house. How are you doing, OG channel member? I can't find Katie. But Katie, if you just backed, Lloyd Burton head sketches are awesome. Lloyd Burton knows. Lloyd, you have the best. I can say this with no caveats. You have the best head sketch I've ever done. That is one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. It was great. Printed sketchbook. That's what EVS would look like. He lost weight. You guys are cracking me up. What is up, Shine Sparker 11? It's great to see you. Hail to you. I hope you're having a great day. Katie, thank you. We are vintage. There we are. Where's Katie? Did Katie back? I'm totally missing it here. Okay, Katie, thank you for backing the book. Loved both the silent Nosferatu and Kinski's version, Klaus Kinski's version. Yeah, those were great, man. Those were great. Yeah, nice one, Katie. Let's get a cheerleader coming your way, guys. Thank you so much for your support. And awesome one saying 7K, let's go. Agreed, man. Agreed. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, I was going to show this before, and then I realized I was sharing my computer screen. So this is the double page spread that was in John Malin's Visions book for the first Godlike. This is the double page spread. This is the print. And that's going to be in Nosfero the Crypt Walker book 2. And then for people who have backed the Crypt Keeper, or sorry, the Crypt, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, the Crypt Treasure Trove. Where is it? This book that has one of my favorite paintings of all time. Kong, was it, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm like Franken-Kong. And this book has some of my first painted sequential artwork in it. It has another Franken-Kong piece right here. And on the opposite side of every page of my art books, you get the artwork at 100%. So I create compositions so that if you're somebody who wants to see what size I actually painted these things on, you can see them on the opposite page. But this is some of my first explorations with sequential artwork with that has a painting of my two kids, my kids as babies. And then, of course, this is the first page. And this was kind of the groundwork for Nosfero, the stuff that you're seeing here. And this was also one of my first sequential pages. So there is, yeah, man, this is the stuff, guys. These books are going to be rare. They're on heavy paper, and even the comics, everything is printed here in the United States, and it's printed. Yeah, I'm sorry it's jumping. Is there any Wi-Fi on right now, babe? Yeah, there isn't any. I don't know what's going on. It could just be that my computer is giving up the ghost. It's always possible. It wouldn't shock me if it is, because I've strained it to the core. Yeah, next backer could get 90 backers and 7K. Wow. That's crazy. Jordan Horst is saying, heyo, channel member Jordan Horst. It's great to see you. Yes, indeed. Yep. Katie is going to want some America stuff in her box. Well, we'll get that done for her. Yeah, hopefully it'll calm down in a little bit. I don't know why it jumps. Oh, was lagging, not now. Oh, that's great to see. Grey Wolf, what's up, my friend? Channel member, it is great to see you. Everybody welcome Grey Wolf here. Yeah, so apparently, I didn't even think to look at this. We are one backer away from both 90 backers and possibly one backer away from 7K. That's wild. I never know what's going to happen when I fire up these streams, guys. We come in here, we get to hang out, we talk about monsters and painting and art and movies and pop culture, and I don't know what I'd be doing without it. You know, I mean, I need to. This stuff is, to me, this is like going to the comic shop and shooting the bull. Do you know what I mean? That's what's so great. Just backed the Second Chance book, says Michael Mendoza. My God, I see a lot of Frazetta color influence in your paintings. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah, America stuff. I've got you covered, Katie. Don't you worry, Gremlins. I'm going to have to go and refresh in a second to see what's happened. But yeah, Frazetta. Where the heck is it? Hang on a second. I know it's here somewhere. Nope, I just had it a second ago. But yes, I was just looking at a copy the other day. Where the heck did it go? Hang on a second. This is going to annoy me. Oh, there it is. I was just showing this on stream the other day, my friend. Frank Frazetta's Rough Work is one of my favorite books. I try to keep it nearby me because his color theory in these sketches, let alone in his paintings, are just unbelievable. Seeing his watercolor and gouache stuff, this stuff is just incredible, man. I love this stuff. So yeah, Frank Frazetta is definitely an influence. My biggest influence of all time is Alphonse Mucha, but I'm sure my color sense leans towards, you know, the Basil Gogos, you know, Frank Frazetta school of thought. So yeah, 100%. Let me refresh. Let's see what we have got going on here. So let me see. I wonder if we're there yet. Where the heck did it go? I am old as dirt, as Bob Ross used to say. There we go. So I wonder. Let's see. Let's see where we are. We could just be on the cusp of it. Maybe it's already refreshed and there won't be anything new, but let's take a look at it. Let's gander. Oh, whoa! We just blew through 90 backers. We're at 91. And I wonder if it hasn't refreshed the number yet. You never know. Because that's wild to get 91 backers and not have closed that distance. So did we hit 7K yet? Have we gotten there? Don't know. We're tantalizingly close. We're $11 from it, man. That is crazy. Oh, man. You just have to figure. You have to figure. One more little nudge is all it's going to take. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for it, man. We'll keep our eyes peeled for it. That is wild, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are making this stuff happen. Boy, does it... It is such a lift. Yeah, a new Nosfero on the way. So we have the art edition of Nosfero. And thank you, Bad Crow Comics. It's great to see you, my friend. Yeah, rough work for him, right? It's incredible. Yeah, we have got the art edition of Nosfero, which is going to include a print with it. That's the cover of book 2. Let's see here. I refreshed a minute ago, and it was 90 backers, $6,989. Haven't registered backer 91 yet. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Shall we do one more refresh? Oh my God, all this stuff is upsetting to me. It just jumps in front. Let's try it. Boom! You guys did it. You guys did it. Share this out on social media. Screen caps. $7,054 from 91 backers. 141% of the $5,000 goal with 26 days left. You guys have crushed it. Share this out on Twitter. Say, guys, Nosfero just broke 7K 91 backers. Put it out on Twitter. Tag me in it and get it out there, guys. That is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And of course, we're going to have to get some cheerleaders up in this place. So here you go. Charge! I think one more. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. A lot of celebration in the chat. Random McGranderson, Skeleton Core Comics. Awesome one, of course. Dropping the cheerleaders. You channel member Rockstar. I'm hoping to visit the States soon. Very cool, Katie. Woohoo, says Katie. I bet we can get to 10K, no problem, from your lips to God's ears, my friend. And yes, indeed, let's make it happen. We can do this. This is Comicsgate. Eric Huffles dropping the cheers. Michael Mendoza, thank you so much. Congrats, Sean. Thank you for being here and supporting. 52 watching and 54 likes. Nice, and you guys are getting it done. Should I nap more or make some fried green? I think you answered the question. The answer is always fried green tomatoes. Awesome one. Gosh darn it, man. Awesome one drops in some amazing cooking into the chat very frequently. Are you a chef? Are you a professional chef? My God, man. The stuff you drop. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Timmy Mello, with all of your cheers. I appreciate it. Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Cranberry Langers, for all of the support, man. You guys are awesome. Kettle Chips. My God, you guys are making me so hungry, man. All we do is talk about food. But it's great. I love talking about food. Bravo and congrats. Thank you, Mechanoid. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, guys, we're getting it done. We're getting it done. There's, I honestly cannot believe how, my wife and I were talking about it was we went out to eat the other day, and she said, you know what the thing is that when it comes to the stuff that I do with this book and the stuff that, I'm writing and come together with and the things that we do on this channel, it's, it's wild. It's almost like she said to me, it's like a slow burn. We just we put this stuff out there. We have these, it's like so one of my big influences on the stuff I do is Bob Ross. And I remember thinking Bob Ross was just so passionate, so enthusiastic, and he just kind of really he was sincere. There was just no subterfuge. There was none of that BS with him. He would just come out and he would go, glad to have you here with us today. And people who knew him go, if you met him on the street, that level of enthusiasm was how enthusiastic he was to see you. And there is no shortage of people who would say that about me. This is what I'm like, Yeah, I like fried green tomatoes too. Yeah, that's an utterly Southern thing. It has to happen. Oh, we're buffering again. Sorry, guys. Food, culture, art, and comics. Amen. Amen. I've had some really good food on trips lately, and oh, gosh, you know what I had? So if you go to Universal and you go into the Harry Potter section of Universal, um, and they had hey, Laura, what was the thing that we ate in the leaky cauldron that we both got? Shepherd's pie. Cottage pie. That's what it was. Cottage pie. We got the cottage pie because they serve actual, UK cuisine there, and you can't get anything that's like a brand when you're there because they want to keep you immersed in this Harry Potter world. I love British food and things like that, and cottage pie was freaking awesome. We both had it, and it was delicious. So if you've never had it, um, my God, that was good. I mean, I would go back to that park just to eat sort of the British standard foods that were there. It was really good. Really good. I love that kind of stuff. I live for that stuff, man. It's good, but I'm the kind of guy, that's the kind of food I like. I like German food, Austrian food. I like British food. I've got that kind of taste. You know what I mean? In food. I like all that stuff. Bangers and mash, all of it's good, man. You know? Yeah, cottage pie is awesome. I make a great one. Everyone comes to my house for it. See? Yeah, cottage pie is epic. I had never had it before, Katie. It was sublime. To me, it was just there's this perfect zone for food. Like in Austria, I'm a fourth Austrian, so when I'd go over there and I'd see family, things like Grießnucks and Knädels, and of course schnitzel. I loved schnitzel and orange potatoes and gurkies, cucumbers and oil. Just delicious. I love that stuff. Yep, similar to shepherd's pie. Love that stuff. I think Bob would say happy little mushrooms. It would explain a lot. I fear he didn't, but I always loved when yeah, cottage pie is shepherd's pie in the US. I believe it's delicious. Yeah, shepherd's pie is made with lamb's, cottage pie with beef. There you have it, guys. Yeah, you know what's wild is the thing I loved about Bob Ross is he would say things that are so true. If you're a pet owner or if you just like wildlife and it's exciting, he goes, go outside, make friends with critters. I love that about him. Where would our life be without critters? Even Nosfero has a supernatural gigantic cane corso he can summon that ferries him back and forth to different locations by taking him through the Netherworld. And I just love the personality in a cane corso or a bulldog's face. That's my little nod to what I fell in love with from Dave Stevens. But yeah, I mean, when it comes time where he's got to take care of business, he summons up his trusty cane corso Phantomas, and that's one of the trading cards you're going to get at the Crypt Treasure Trove tier. So all of the people who missed the trading cards for the last campaign, they're going to get them here. And you know what I was just thinking though, because there's so many other things that are coming. I haven't thought about this. Let me open this up to the chat because I think this kind of makes sense. So for the 100 copies of Nosfero the Cryptwalker first printing, do you think I should include with that the bookmark, the trading cards, and at the very least, the print that came with the standard edition? Not the print that was the print tier, the Lascivia painting, but I really think I should include the cover print, the 2 trading cards, and the bookmark with that. What do you guys think? Should I do that for the first printing of Nosfero? The 70, because it's a $75 tier. I feel like it should maybe have that stuff in it. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think that would be really cool. You know, to have, because the trading cards, and I'll show you what I mean, right? The for people who backed the first campaign, they got a double-sided bookmark here, and this one's dinged. This is one that didn't make the cut. And it's got the full painting on one side, and it's got this. Let me see if I can find one of the good ones here, because these are the ones that got discarded. Here you go. This is a better one anyway. So they got this. And then the other aspect of it is it came with, if I can find them, the trading cards. Now, I don't know if I'm going to find both. Let me see if I can. Oh, maybe. Yeah, they came with the Phantomas trading card right here and the Lascivia trading card. So you got 2 trading cards with that. I think I should include these. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know? Yeah, Katie, this should be your U.S. base. It absolutely should be. And Siege Perilous is here. Where are you, Siege? Siege, hail! How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I really think that, yeah, I think I should. Yeah, if I like to, yeah, I think I should. Because I want to reward people who want that first printing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to let people know that. I'll make sure I put that out there, that if you get the first printing of the book, I think you should get the trading cards and the bookmark and then the print of the cover. I don't think I have a good one here, but I may have a dinged one here, but one of the things you got, oh, it's covered in dust because everything's been put away. That's not going out. But yeah, you also got a 8.5 by 11 print of the cover, so that if you wanted to have a cover print out where you could see it or frame it, and this is one that didn't cut the mustard, but it's one of those things that I think, yeah, I should definitely include that stuff in the first printing, because it's funny, Mark missed out on the first chance campaign, and I was just thinking, it's like, I wanted to make sure that there was a way for him to get, and down to my last copies, art book 1 and 2. And I think it's really important to let people have the opportunity to get some of this stuff that is rare, and that's why the only way you're going to get the special print that came with the first printing of this campaign, the Lascivia print, which is and you can see it on the first campaign, but the only way you can get that is in the Crypt Treasure Trove box. You cannot get it anywhere else. That's the only way you're ever going to get that print. I'll put my thumb here strategically so that I can actually show this on stream, but it's a print of this page without text. So that's what you get. That's going to be a part of the Crypt Treasure Trove. But I think the other standard prints, it's a good idea to make those available for people backing the first print, because they kind of want to have the first print experience. What's up, Ferris Comics? How are you doing? Yes, the Treasure Trove comes with everything. Everything. And 4 head sketches. It's going to come with a signed, let me see if I can find it now that I'm talking about it. This print, the only way for you to get this print right here, and here's the actual print, is in the Crypt Treasure Trove. So this was a print that was only available in the first campaign. So if you want to get this print, there's only going to be 10 of those going out. That's it. This is the last call for this print. So yeah. Oh, cool. Hello, Shanth. Just picked up my comic today. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that's great, man. Thank you, Siege. How are you doing, brother? You doing good? Yeah, let me know in the chat. And Ferris Comics, the same thing to you. I feel like it's like Cheers in here. Where everybody knows your name. That's my sad thing. That was almost kind of like a sad. That wasn't Cheers. That was kind of like sadder than Cheers. Oh man, you guys are awesome. So yeah, yeah, I mean, I think that it's I just want these things. You know, if you back the first book and you got the handwritten, note from me, and I hand packed your book. I bagged your book, I boarded your book, packed your book. I did everything on that book. I illustrated it, I signed it, everything. I painted it, like everything. You know how important it is for me, at least, for people to feel like they're getting a present. You know what I mean? I love to send stuff to people in a way to where they feel like they're receiving a present, because that's what makes it fun. I just got a book the other day. It's kicking around here somewhere, which was the Kelly Jones Dracula book that he illustrated, and it just is so cool to be able to do that kind of stuff. And thank you, Siege. Thank you all of you guys for backing the book. I appreciate you guys. Let me see, we've got David D. What's up? How you doing? My apologies, Shanth. Just realized I wasn't subscribed to your channel. Oh, no worries. I have corrected this. Thank you. Hail Hecklefish, indeed. Oh, man. I was just talking about that orange white eye. By the way, Mandy Summers is a lizard person. Did you see me on Ballers the other night doing my lizard my lizard shtick that I was doing? Oh my god, man. I gotta do that. Yes, indeed. And hail Mandy. Mandy knows how good a country fried steak with sawmill gravy is, man. She gets it. And I hope she's, in seriousness, I hope she's feeling better. Nobody likes a trip to the hospital and stuff like that. It sucks. And I hope she's doing a lot better. Shout out to her. I just backed all of her books the other day, man. Yeah. Good thanks, says Siege Perilous. Working lots of overtime. Glad to have a day off. Well earned, my friend. It is a day of rest, so get your rest in. And thank you for sharing the link to the campaign. If anybody backs, do let us know so we can refresh. Yes, so exciting. Thank you, brother. I am beyond excited, man. Beyond excited. Oh my gosh, Ferris Comics. Hello, Shanth. I just finished reading Nosfero last night. I enjoyed it. Wow. Oh, thank you, Ferris Comics. That puts a big smile on my face. I just did a video on Inside the Story. I'm going to be doing a series. But there were a couple of lines in that book that I'll say without context that were my favorite lines in the book that you'll know now that you've read it. Actually, I'm going to pick one of them because one of them is really one of my favorites, which was, where is it? A father just knows. That was one of my favorite bits of dialogue in that book. A father just knows. In the context and the build up to it, that was it, man. I was like, that's when I really fell in love with that character and those characters in general. Yeah, I'm also a lizard person. Cheers, but you're in AA. There you go. Let's see here. Super Dead issue 2. Speaking of Mandy Summers, check it out. I've already backed it. Oh gosh, I'm so far behind on the chat. Hey, David. Good, thanks. Been working. Okay, good. Just read that. Got that one. Sean's also a lizard person. Clearly, was watching Shelby draw last night. I was too. I saw that. Oh dang! Prayers for Mandy. Yeah, yes indeed. Sean, do you plan to expand Nosfero's world? Yes. The next book, it starts out pretty expansive in the first one, but it's crazy. New silicone installed. I not sure. Oh God. I thought you were talking to me, and I'm like going, what does that mean? But you haven't asked if I have, and it's possible, to keep this lizard thing hidden. Oh, wow. Shelby showed us all his current work. Awesome. Wow. A super chat from Cranberry Langers. Hey, for some of the goodies going out, thank you so much. This is for you, Cranberry Langers. Langers, not Langers. Langers. Charge! You guys are awesome. Yeah. Gilmore is one heck of an artist for sure, and that is one of my that's one of my favorite books is Jack the Ripper vampire hunter is just great. Hey, what's up, Crenshaw FAO? It's great to see you. Hi all, hi Shanth. Glad to have something to watch and listen to while making dinner. Amen. Well, enjoy. Enjoy, my friend. Where's Mighty Geek Studios? I thought I said hi to him, but I don't know if I missed him. Mighty Geek Studios. Yes, that's right. You plan to expand Nosfero's world. Yeah, the expansion of Nosfero's world is going to continue with this particular character, this particular vampire in the Dracula vein. And also with this character right here is really going to expand it. Because Bromstone is... Bromstone has an incredible backstory, and I wanted to make the equivalent of a Death Dealer character, like what Frazetta did, tied to the Old Testament, and make him a force of pure, no nuance good. I wanted to have this be a character that keeps Thulu awake at night. That was my plan for it. My plan for Nosfero when I was designing him was he is, and I write this is the opening to the book, and this was the opening to the trailer, right? It's the first page of the book, has this across from it. Nosfero, does that word not sound like the death bird culling the living dead at dawn? It is the name both ghouls and demons dare not say, for they know it means death for the undead. This right here, this character right here is the slayer of cosmic horrors. This is the character who treads, treads across hell, leaving, good in his wake. Leaving a wreckage of evil and good in his wake. This character is one of my absolute favorite characters I've ever created. Yeah, love that stuff. Oh gosh, it's jumping like crazy. Let me see here. Yes, and prayers for Sean's poor wrists upcoming. The Nosferoverse, 100%. Hi all, Sean, glad to see you. Okay, dinner, got that one. That's okay, Mark. We can all, yeah, exactly. I don't care, as long as I'm not cooking, I'm eating it. It sounds good to me. I guess fam went to Starbucks. They're not here. There you go. Wow. So they went out. Hail to all arriving in chat. The last few, yes indeed. Emo trash. I see the buffering is still strong with this one. Oh, hopefully not. We got 100 people watching. Yeah, Eric, you have a good point. Oh, it's buffering. Sorry. Hopefully it'll straighten out a little bit. Shout's internet providers are also lizard people. I think they are. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't know why it's buffering. Sometimes it has trouble with that. So let's just see. Hopefully it won't cause us too much trouble. A man called Plush is here. It is great to see you, a man called Plush. How are you doing? Guy with shield feels very Greek vase art. Yes. So here's, let me see if I can call this up. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can find this. File, find. This is how old people search. That's right. You're watching it live. What is it? Let's see if this comes up. Ah, there it is. I think these are the sketches. Here you go. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to, what did I just do? I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to, uh-oh. I'm causing trouble for myself. That's what I'm doing, folks. I'm going to reduce this because I don't want to take up too much of the screen here. There we go. It's fun watching old people do computer stuff, isn't it? Hey, Marcus Kellegrew, I just saw you. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. And thank you guys for backing Nosfero. We are past 90 backers and past $7,000. You guys are amazing. Yeah, my internet provider is a lizard person. There's no getting around it. So let's take a look at the computer desktop and see if this shows up. There you guys go. So this is the work I did when I was sketching out this idea, right? And so the character of Bromstone, who you're seeing right there, is guarding an open gate into our world of evil cosmic horror. And he's a one-man killing machine for that. And then this is Dreg Thulu. So this is a character design. And the two socialist ideologies that basically are behind, he's a sort of a metaphor for. You have this great skull insignia on his chest that is, of course, a little bit of a hammer and sickle right there. Not even a little bit, a lot of it. And, of course, the bat with that symbol we all know too well. So he is kind of the Dracula equivalent inside of the story. And here you're seeing the sketch I did. And then there, of course, and I wanted to make sure I showed this, this is the Ark of Order. And it contains the spirits of those. He's based on the Golem, Der Golem, from the original silent movie. And so this character is straight up Old Testament, and he's got the angel wings, and that shield shoots out the spirits of those who have given their lives in the defense of the God of Abraham. And much like the Golem, he has truth written in Hebrew on his forehead. So he's almost like the Golem meets the Ark of the Covenant in terms of his power. And so that is my plan for this character. That's what excites me about this character. So when you look at the painting I'm working on right now, which is the cover for book 2, if you look at what he's shooting out of his shield, these are souls. So they come out and they, you know, push back the evil that's trying to get into our world, and then they return to the shield. And this particular sword he throws this sword because he is essentially on the other side of the gate. So not only is the veil thin to where he's on the other side of the veil, trapped on the other side, trying to keep bad things from coming through the gate. So when he throws that sword spins around, does its work, and it returns to him. It's a lot like, Thor's hammer, or, I mean, I'm trying to think of all the characters. I think even, was it Vishnu? I think, who had a ring. The Hindu god had a little disc that he could fire off, and it would do the same thing. This is a very, common feature of myth and mythology, and I just wanted a badass good guy. You know what I mean? I want a death dealer level, but good guy. And that was the crazy thing about him. So he's the guy who, he's the kind of guy who, picks a fist fight with hell. That's who he is. And that's what I love. And you're going to be able to get this artwork. If you back the art edition on this campaign, you're getting the art edition plus print is going to have this limited edition print in it. So you're going to get the first printing of this cover artwork that's ever seen print. So that's cool. The lag is a bitrate issue. You're probably right. Yeah. They see me, Gollum. They hating. Yeah, they see me, Gollum. They hating. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can get behind weaponized souls. Yeah, that's what it's about. Are any of these being sold, the concept designs? Let's see here. I don't know. Oh, you mean the concept artwork? Yeah, no, whenever I do concept artwork, which I'm allowed to show that stuff these days, I'm able to, that stuff's different. Would you guys like to see some of my concept art? Let me know in the chat if you would. I can show you some of that now. Let me see. I mean, it's some of it's very rough, but, I think I can show some of that stuff now. Just let me know, and I'll see if I can download some of it. Hang on. Let's see here. Yeah, give me some ones in the chat if you want to see it, and I'll see what I can come up with. I wonder if I have it here. That's an MP4. That's, yeah, wow, there's a lot. Gosh, I forgot how much I did on this job. Wow, that's craziness. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, if there's some ones in the chat, we can do it. Just let me know, guys, if you want to see this stuff. Otherwise, no problem. Do not worry. I just was thinking, oh, maybe they'd like to see that stuff. I don't know, because I've worked in concept design on video games, animated shows, DreamWorks consumer products. I've done just a lot of different stuff like that, and it's a part of the old, the resume. And let me see here. What do I got here? File. Let's see here. Okay, cool. All right, I see some ones in the chat. I'll give you guys a peek at this stuff. This stuff isn't NDA anymore, so for a while, I had to do a, let's see, scenes. Let me add a new scene. For a while, I couldn't show some of this stuff. There we go, because I can replace this with a file. So let's see if this works. So this is an example of like a short proof of concept video I did. So, and this may get me struck because it's got copyright and music in it, but you'll see what I mean. Here you guys go. Here's a look at me doing some concept art design work. Wild stuff. Yeah, this was for Stalwart Games. And so I would do like little proof of concept videos because it was for a VR game. So yeah, I always do stuff like that, you know, and it's great work and it pays well, but it's also because I got to get art directed, and this is the coolest thing for me as a teacher. And he'd laugh because he knows this is true with me. I got to have one of my former students and one of my dear friends, Cameron Scott Davis, who wrote the intro to my second art book that's so rare. He was a concept artist for DreamWorks, did stuff. He was the big concept artist on the second Guitar Hero and for many after that. So you guys know his work. His name is Cameron Scott Davis, and he art directed me on that job. And there's nothing cooler than working with one of your former students who's also one of your good friends. And actually, Aaron Lopresti knows him because he met Aaron Lopresti when he was a kid. And so Aaron Lopresti and I both met Cameron when he was young. And he's got a whole line of DC, the Babes of DC statues based on his artwork for Sideshow Collectibles, who he also frequently collaborates with. But just a really good guy. So we've talked back and forth. And yeah, he's good people, you know. And for me, you know, the thing about that is that he's a very Cameron is a really great guy. I got to take him out to dinner. They were having him back to where I used to work in my alma mater, RISD, to talk about the whole, you know, art and concept art, and he had a very interesting perspective that on it, much like I have. And but when he came back to my house, I had done some concept art in a sketchbook for one of his ideas that I was helping him with, and I said, "This is for you," and I gave him the sketchbook, and he got teary eyed, man. I love that kid. Shoot, he almost broke me down, man. He's a good guy. So much love to Cameron Scott Davis. He's a really, really good egg and a really nice guy. And it was great. He came out here, and you know, we always make time. I took him out to dinner, said, "Hey, how are you doing?" And just a great artist and a really cool guy. If you don't follow him on Instagram or anywhere else, you know, give him a follow. You know, he does really cool work. I'm pretty sure he's on Twitter too, but I don't know. But let me see if I can find this real quick. Ah, I can't type for anything. Let's see if I can find it. There he is. Yeah, he is there. There we go. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try to paste this in the chat. For any of you guys who are curious to see his work, he's a good dude, man. Let me see here. I think that's his. Let me know if you can find it. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's his Instagram if you want to see what his work looks like, but you will see his concept art for Guitar Hero. This guy has worked for everybody. He gave me a tour of DreamWorks when he was working there, which was a lot of fun. And when I was there, I saw Jeffrey Katzenberg talking to Guillermo del Toro. So that was a wild thing to see Guillermo del Toro. I mean, that was a crazy trip. But I was out there visiting my brother, who is one of the co-creators for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I was out there visiting him and Cameron, and I wanted to meet my other brother, not Cameron. I wanted to meet his fiance, now his wife of many years, who's a dancer and he's a terrific guy. And he's an amazing artist in his own right. He gave my wife an oil painting for her birthday, which I have here, which is crazy. But yeah, man, it's very cool stuff. You know, and you meet very cool people in this space. I think I didn't know anybody in Comicsgate when I came into it, and it was great. I like to meet artists, you know. Um, yeah, his head sketches are mesmerizing. Yeah, he's really good. He's really, really good, man. Does incredible work. Um, and Skeleton Core Comics cracked me up, man. But yeah, he does really good work. And then another buddy of mine who just sent me in the mail um, a Rocketeer action figure just for fun because we send each other aviation stuff and Rocketeer stuff because we're both huge fans. He was one of the lead storyboard artists on Into the Spider-Verse and all sorts of stuff. I think he worked on a Chris Pratt movie recently. But whenever he's out in this neck of woods, those are the California people who work in the industry. Uh, he always makes time to swing by, and we call each other to talk comics. I think he's working on an indie comic idea right now, and I can't talk about it because he wants to keep it all under wraps because he does work in the industry. So it's like it's like you have to be very protective with your ideas. A lot of my friends who work in the industry always feel like they can share a script with me or share things with me because they don't have to worry about me going and like swiping it or something, and it's very tough in that industry to do that. And so every now and again people will say, hey man, can I call you and talk about this idea I'm working on? One of the guys who I did that with was, if you've seen a movie called Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. um oh whoa, backer number 92, the email says backer 94. Did you just back Ferris Comics? Either way, did you just back? Let's refresh. Let's check this out, man. Everybody's screaming refresh. Okay, guys, let me get this on screen. Hold on a second. There we go. 90. Wow, that's quite zoomed in. I must be doing something very wrong. What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. Hold on a second here. How is that the case? Sorry, that looks very strange. I clearly have done something wrong here. But I don't know what it is. So let's see. Oh, maybe it's is it the ratio of this thing? Nope. That's clearly not it. All right, we're refreshing anyway. Here we go. 92 backers, 7,000. I can't ever read. $7,089. Look at you guys go. Boom. Look at it. Look what you guys are doing. You guys are awesome. I guarantee you I clicked something. Oh, it says Zoom to app. That's what it is. There we go. Now we can see it better. I just clicked a button like a boomer. There we go, guys. Craziness. We are here. We are doing it. Well done. Well done, guys. You guys are getting it done. And now I got to drop a cheerleader, man. I got to drop a cheerleader in the house here. Just making sure more craziness isn't going on. So are you guys ready? Here you go. Charge! Ferris Comics, thank you so much for being a rock star and a backer. I appreciate you so much, my friend. And we're doing it, guys. This is the most fun part for me of this whole YouTube thing, this whole Comicsgate thing, this whole being an artist thing and getting to meet you guys and hang out. It's like a convention. It's like going to that comic shop in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and saying to Wade, saying, "Hey, did you get any of those comics in or the back issues in?" For me, it was like Tim Vigil's Faust or Grips or the Todd McFarlane trading card set, or shoot, even some of those early Marvel statues that look like they were made in Play-Doh before we had what we have now. I loved going there. And it's a new Wizard magazine there. Is the new Malibu Sun out talking about the previews? Is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book out? It's crazy. Sky Captain was ambitious. Yes. Oh, thank you for keeping me on track, by the way. My brain just drifted off to Chick-fil-A for some reason. And thank you guys for backing. The link is being dropped. Skull Gnasher, I really like Sky Captain. It was a fun movie. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah, so here's the thing. The artist, you can see him on all the bonus features, the brother of the director, Kevin Conran. Kevin Conran reached out to me because we were talking art and we were talking all this stuff. And I think his daughter was looking at a college here on this coast. And he was excited about my work, and he said, hey, man, would you read a script for me and give me notes on it? So I actually got to read one of his scripts, see concept art and things like that for it, and I gave him some notes. So, yeah, I'm an introvert, so I'm very low-key on the people that I know and the things I've done because, one, it's funny to me. People go, oh, man, you're chasing clout. And I'm like, I already have clout. And clout to me is friendship. Clout to me is the lovely woman who runs the garage up the street, who takes care of me and my family and asks how they're doing in college. But if you mean, have I been to Skywalker Ranch? Yes. If you mean during the height of actual Pixar, have I been to Pixar and been in the Lucky Seven's secret lounge area there? Yes, I have been. Skywalker Ranch twice. It's craziness. I've watched animation voiceover sessions with actors like J.K. Simmons, for the follow-up to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've seen all of this stuff. The people I'm in touch with, like my friend who's the storyboard artist, it's because they're good people. That's the ultimate clout, are good people. That's the thing that I like, about, going out and meeting people. They're kind, they're generous, they're thoughtful. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly. Well, also, but here's the other part of it that's really important. Oh, yeah. Love me some Chick-fil-A. And thank you, Marcus, for dropping a link, OG. So this is the thing about it. When you're successful, like a lot of these people are, you don't have a lot of places where you can go and talk to people where it's not going to be out in the gossip. That's why you don't hear about me being involved in a lot of gossipy stuff. It's just because I don't. It's not my thing. So it's like, if somebody wants to talk about, their mom's health, going on, they know they can call me because I'm not going to ask them, oh, hey, could you take a look at my script? Oh, hey, could you look at my artwork? Could you do this? It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Um, I always tell people that I know in Comicsgate, who a lot of people know of, I'm like, if you need to get in touch with me, you have to give me your phone number. So I can take it off. I don't take call unknown calls get sent to voicemail for me, because I just don't do that. I said, but I got to be able to put you in my phone so you can call me and it gets through. And don't worry, try me on this. I will never call you. It's just for you if you have an emergency and you're like, oh, could you get me a trailer? Oh, could you do this? The people, because I like people to not be bothered. I don't like to bother people. If people need me, cool. But I'm not going to go, like, I have my crew I go to when I have a crisis, but I try to give people their privacy. And I think it's important, man. Oh, I've laugh out loud. I've put my glasses down somewhere. That's also something I suffer from. Yeah. The real clout is friends we made along the way, and that ain't even a joke, man. That's straight up true. I'll give you a really good example of that. You know, um, there are people that you meet when your kids are young. Here's a perfect example of it. Perfect example of it. So, I don't know if you guys know her, but she's in this space. I think she frequently co-hosts with Joe Sontag. I don't know if you guys know her. But there's a gal in our space. Excuse me, gosh, I'm coughing. There's a gal in our space who is a really lovely person. And she works at a comic store in Salem, Massachusetts. And just a really great store that my family and I went to and frequented, and it's a great store. And she was when my son was little, and I had no idea she was going to be in Comicsgate. I had no idea she was going to collect that I would ever see her in the future. But when my son was young and he was hyper obsessed with Pokemon and Pokemon cards, Kayla was working at this shop, and she was going on lunch from the comic shop, and the guy said, "Oh, my son was so tiny. He's in college now, but he was so tiny." And he goes, "Yeah, well, she'd have to let you go down there to look at the Pokemon cards." And she's going on lunch, and she said, "No, no, 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 I can wait. I can wait." Very New England. "I can wait." And she's like, "I'll take you down. Do you want to come down?" And she took him down there. And in the case was this card he desperately wanted. She goes, "Do you want me to show you how you find out if they're special cards? I have younger siblings. You grab the bags like this and you move your fingers and you can tell if there's a special card. You know what I mean? In the card set." And she spent time with my son and made his day. So cut to, I meet her doing a stream with Joe, and I'm like, sent in the chat, "You were so nice to my son." And she's like, "Oh my God, I remember that." So I confirmed it was her, and so I sent her a copy of Nosfero gratis. I was like, "Give me your address." She's like, "I should pay for it. I should pay for it." She's that kind of person, and I'm that kind of person too. And she's like, "I will, uh, I'll send you the thing. I'll send you the book. No problem. You took care of my boy. You were kind to my son." And it was amazing, man. It was amazing to see, and that's what you got to do. Yeah, my computer just might be about ready to give up the ghost, guys, because we're at about 2 hours, so it just could be the nuttiness of my current computer setup. So I'm gonna see what I can do here. Hang on, see if I can help the buffering any. It's doubtful, but we're gonna give it a shot. It's probably gonna crash immediately right now. So let's just see what happens. It's gonna be bad for a minute if it doesn't crash completely. So let's give it a shot here. Alrighty. Let's give this a shot here. Here you go. This is gonna be brutal. Okay. Let's see here. Don't know if this is gonna work. You never know. Yeehaw. Let's see. This could be very bad. But that happens sometimes. Okay. Yep. Let's kill all of that stuff there. And let's empty trash. And let's see what happens. There we go. Did it work? We will see. Okay, let's see if it's buffering anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am going back to YouTube 10 years ago. Let me know if it's any better. Cranberry Landers. Jesus was a carpenter. Isaiah 53:3. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and as one from whom men hide their faces. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. There you go, guys. Yeah, the lag is out of control now. I don't even doubt it. I'm sure the story is heartwarming. Can you guys hear me now? Is it any better now, or is it worse? Let me know if it's worse here. Because I don't know. I can't tell right now. The scripture cleared that buffering out. There you go. Yeah, it was because I had a big iMovie file from when I was editing that video. So God bless you guys. The buffering stops. There you go. So here's the story. So Kayla in Comicsgate took time when she was about to go on lunch break, and I didn't even know who she was, to go help my son pick out Pokemon cards at the comic book shop that she was working at. And so later when I saw she was at CG, I made sure to get her a copy, no charge, of Nosfero, because as far as I'm concerned, she was kind to my son when she didn't know who I was or know who he was, and it was great, man. And I really do appreciate it. It was really amazing. So those are the people who are gold in my book. And my friend who worked on that, co-created the animated show I was mentioning, when he came here, he did silly band bracelets with my kids, and they had no idea who he was. And he just spent time with my kids. Those are the things that make friendships friendships. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Yeah, they are. They're messing with my internet. Yeah, but it's probably because I'm a lizard person. I think that's really what it is. Yeah, that was so lovely of her, and you were. I'm glad to hear that. Anytime I can do that is always a good thing. But she was, you know how when people look at a kid who's like really young and they were like at a comic shop or whatever, and they're just like, "Oh, I love Star Wars. Tell me about Star Wars." That's what she was doing. She was like, "Oh, I love Pokemon. My younger siblings play Pokemon, and you want to know the secret to how to find the right cards?" And he was just looking at her like, no, I don't know how to do it. Like she was Obi-Wan Kenobi of Pokemon for him. And it made his trip. And I love that. And I love her for doing that because it was like, I told my wife about it. My wife watched me. She's like, you should go down there with just him and her. So that when you're showing the Pokemon cards so that you have it, because she's always looking for father-son moments with me and my son when I was little, which I was pretty good at, but she was really good at explaining it to me, man. New to your channel, are you working in acrylics or gouache? I'm working on in gouache on this one, but I do work in acrylics. So this painting that's going to be available in the Second Chance campaign in book 2, this painting is in acrylics, and then this one is in gouache. And then I think, if I can find it here, I think that, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this one right here for the Michael's the Lucent 2 Painted Death, this one here is in acrylics. So yeah, I work in water-based media. I cannot work in oils. I think oils are just impossible. God bless Anna for working in oils. It's insane. You're very welcome, Russ. You're very welcome, Russ. But yeah, guys, you guys are making Nosfero rock and roll, and I appreciate it, guys. We have crossed 7K. Thank you guys for backing it, and we're past 92 backers. We're 8 backers away from 100 backers, and that is absolutely incredible. Yes, get the Lucent on Michael Bancroft's website, thelucentcomic.com. Yep, gouache watercolor. It's good stuff. I had a barber who was a big influence in my life. Yeah, those are the things, those teachers, those people around you, those positive people. What was it that Mr. Rogers said that I always loved? Whenever you're in crisis or whenever there's things going on and things are falling apart, look around for the helpers. You'll see the helpers, and that'll restore your faith in humanity, and that's big, man. The secret is finding dad's credit card, kid. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Yeah. Well, you know how it is when you have kids. Like my daughter, who's off at college, um, when we went to the Universal Harry Potter place, you can tell I'm really up on the lore. And what's up, Comrade Sammy? I had promised her when she was little that I would buy her one of those little wands they sell there that does all the stuff, the interactive wands. And so when we went there, though, we'd also told her, or my wife had told her, now when we go on vacation, you guys are adults now. If you want something, you're going to have to buy it. You've worked during the summer because it's important to us that they learn the importance of the money and stuff. But I went up there and I said, nope, on this one case, I promised her when she was like 12 or 13 or whenever that place was built, that if we ever went to the Harry Potter place, I'd be a dad for that one, and I'd buy her one of those wands. But man, those are the things you do, right? That's the stuff that's fun, and I get to do that. The best part of Christmas when you get older and you figure this out and you can't ever go back is giving gifts. It's the best part, is giving gifts for people. And kids get so excited, friends, family members, when you got a really thoughtful gift in your head to give somebody, it's exciting. For me, packing up these perks for people who back the Indiegogo campaign is like, I treat it like I'm mailing them a present because I paint it like it's a present for them. I paint it like it's decorating for Halloween, My third grade principal. I love when you guys light up the chat with people who played a huge influence in your lives. I always love to see that, man. Yeah, my dad too. He did landscape maintenance, very impactful in my life. I love seeing it. Yeah, those wands in the hundreds. Yeah, some of them they just wanted the, more regular ones. My kids, one Christmas when they were little, we go, so are you guys excited? Is there anything special you want Santa to bring you for Christmas? And they had said this to us before, but we refused to believe that this was like actually something they wanted, and it was Christmas Eve. And they talk to each other, they whisper, they go, yes, we're very excited about Santa bringing us umbrellas. They wanted umbrellas for Christmas. So there I was, must have been 10 or 11 o'clock at night at a Target buying umbrellas for my kids for Christmas. And I told the lady at checkout, and she just bust out laughing. And she's like, never forget these years. These are the best years. But that's how they were, man. And God bless them. They're still very much the same way. And that's why I am the way I am. I'm appreciative for every single one of these backers. It's like when you guys back this book, it's huge for me. When you guys show up for these streams, it's huge for me. When you guys, channel members, when, Pranvat Gulati comes in here and he gifted 100 channel memberships. And I'm like, what is going on? My cup runneth over. I am so grateful for all of you guys. And thank you for helping me to make this channel a place of art and inspiration. And yeah, let's have some acknowledgement. Mr. Otten. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Otten or Otten? Let me know. Yeah, I want to make sure I pronounce his name correctly. So you can spell it out phonetically if I got it wrong. Fatal J, what's up? YouTube algorithm brought me here. Painting looks dope. Thank you, Fatal J. It's great to have you in the house, my friend. We're painting some comics. The link to the campaign to back the Second Chance campaign on Nosfero, the Crypt Walker, the link is in the description. And if you want to find out what it's all about, for the first time, I just did a video on the story of this book and the making of this book. But if you're into vampires, H.P. Lovecraft, R.E. Howard, adventure stories, and pulp, this book is an 8.5 by 11 awesome crazy pulp comic. So hopefully you'll like it. And hail to you, Fatal J. Let's see here. Got to meet him as an adult. He said he always knew I'd accomplished something. Oh, gosh. I was a quality inspector for Subaru. Oh, that's so great, man. Ah, yeah, man. Those are the folks. Those are the folks. Say hi to Fatal, one of the original Fantastic Four on John's Talks. There we go. Well, shout out to you, my friend. Let me see here. Once I rinse, I let it dry once again. Oh, there we go. Wow, you guys are the conversation is everywhere right now. Oh my gosh, Mighty Geek Studios, the umbrellas were memorable because they were unique. That's exactly right, man. That's how it goes. All right, you guys, we are at 2 hours and 8 minutes, and my wife is Oten. There we go. Oten, Mr. Oten. Or Oten. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Oten, and God bless him. And that's beautiful, by the way. That story is beautiful, and yeah, God bless him. I had a drill sergeant, Ferris Comic says, who impacted my life. There it is. Daniel Craig is in the house. Daniel, how are you doing? Hey, Sean, somehow I left the page open, but never finished backing the artist edition until now. Well, let's do a refresh then while you're here. That's awesome, my friend. Here is Nosfero, the Crypt Walker. Let's do a refresh on that here. 93 backers, $7,132. You guys are awesome, so I've got to get a cheerleader going your way, my friend. This is for you. Thank you so much for your support. What a perfect way to wrap up a stream, guys. So I am going to wrap this stream up now. You guys have been incredible. We've been going for 2 hours. And Daniel Craig, thank you again for backing Nosfero, the Crypt Walker Second Chance campaign. We are rolling on to part 2. And so this is an important part of it. So this is the time to catch up. This is the time to make sure you get this book. I appreciate you guys so much. It's always fun on your channel. Thank you so much, Cranberry Langers. Sean, thank you, Sean and chat. Yes, indeed. I love to have you guys here. Pulps Rule, Doc Savage, my favorite. That book is awesome. Man of Bronze is one of the greatest introductions to a character ever. And of course, I love me. And I've been just obsessed with, if I can find it here. There we go. I love me some Solomon Kane. What great stuff, man. So thank you guys for your support. I am so thrilled. Nosfero is doing great. We're almost to 100 backers. I will see you guys soon. So once again, coming to you from the heart of Lovecraft Country and the birthplace of American religious liberty, my name is Shanth Enjeti. This is Shanth Enjeti Art. And as I love to tell you guys at the end of every single stream, speak easy, stay gold, keep the faith, and peace be with you. You guys are the best. Have a great day, Skeleton Core Comics. Later, Eric Huffles. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. And thank you for subscribing. Yep, 30 seconds behind. Sorry, guys. Au revoir. Thank you so much. Bonsoir. Hail, chat. Yes, indeed. And hail to you, Past Master Dan. Let me see who else I've missed here. Let's see. Yes, have a great day, says Skeleton Core Comics. Indeed, indeed. You guys are the best. I will see you soon. Auf Wiedersehen, vielen Dank. Auf Wiedersehen to you, Comrade Sammy. Indeed, I will see you guys very, very soon, and I will talk to you guys later. And so if you're a channel member, and you know if you are, your name is in the longest channel member credits in the history of this channel. Ciao, and God bless you, awesome one, and see ya, Marcus Kelligrew. Here you guys go, all of you channel members, get ready to see your names in the credits. And yes, indeed, great job on likes, and thank you, Past Master Dan. Take care, Blood Drake. Here you guys go, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.